In this tutorial, I will show you how you can easily create an interactive fillable PDF form in InDesign. So here I have a PDF form that I opened up in Acrobat, and you'll see that I have some different interactive form elements here. So I have a short text field, a drop-down field with some different options to choose from, a paragraph text field with multi-lines, so we can hit enter and then keep typing. We also have a single select option here, so these are radio buttons that you can choose one out of several options. And then we have checkboxes where you can select several options at once. And then of course a signature field here where you can add a signature just by clicking and then just adding a digital signature here. So let's just jump into InDesign and go through how we can create a form like this. In InDesign, we can begin by grabbing our rectangle tool and just drawing out our first form field section here. And then I will just go to my stroke and add a 1-point black stroke. And then I'll just go ahead and duplicate this shape for the drop down by holding Alt or Option on my keyboard and Shift to keep it in a straight line. I will also duplicate this for the signature field, and then one more time for the paragraph field. And then I'll just make this shape a lot bigger. So for our short text field here, let's just select our shape, right click, go to interactive, and then convert to text field. And then here, if you want, you can change your font family or the font size, but that's really all you need to do for your text field. So if we select our shape for the dropdown, this time under type in your buttons and forms field, and by the way, if you don't see this, you can also find this under window and interactive, and then choose the buttons and forms section here. So for our type, we'll make this the combo box, and this is our drop-down menu here. So if you want to add some items, you can go to your list items here, and then I'll just add, for example, option 1 and option 2, and then hit the plus icon here. And that's how you can add a drop-down with different items. For the paragraph text, let's select our shape, and again, you want to choose the text field option. Here, you want to make sure that multi-line is checked, because by default, your text will be centered within this shape, but you don't want that. You want to be able to type starting at the top, and then you can hit enter and just, keep typing. Now for our single select radio buttons, let's grab our frame tool and just draw out a square by holding Shift. And then I will duplicate this by holding Shift, Alt, and just dragging down so it's in a straight line. So now what you want to do is to highlight all 3 or however many frames you have for your radio buttons, go to type, and then select radio button. And then I also want to add a stroke around the frame, and then I want the outer frame to be rounded. So I'll change that here as well. And by default, I want these to be off, so I'll select one frame and then just choose off for all of my different radio buttons. And then again, I'll highlight these different frames and then add a stroke and round the corners. So you'll see that the styling has been updated for both the normal and off radio buttons. And then just finally for this section, let's add our correlating text. So I'll just drag out a text frame here and then just name this choice 1, and then just drag this frame to match my baseline grid. And then under our text frame options here, let's make this align to center. And then you see it's not quite centered, so I will just increase the bottom spacing here and then hit OK. And then I'll also just change the font family to Poppins. And then I will go ahead and duplicate this text for all 3 of my radio buttons. And then just name these choice 2 and 3. And then what you could also do for your different radio buttons, you'll see for choice 1, I want my button value to also be choice 1. You basically just want it to be the exact same for your text. So for my second radio button, I'll name this choice 2 and then choice 3. And now moving on to our multi-select checkboxes. Again, let's grab our text frame and then draw out a square by holding Shift. And then I again want to add a black 1-point stroke. And then let's grab our text frame and then duplicate this a couple more times. Now, highlighting all 3 text frames, let's go to type, and this time choose checkbox. And again, I will just drag over these 3 choices save myself some time. And I want these by default to be off. So I will select them and then choose off. And you can customize the checkboxes and radio buttons. So for example, if you want your check mark to be a lot smaller, you can just double click in your frame and then you can adjust the size like so. But for now, I'll just leave it default. And again, you'd want to rename your button values to match your options. And what makes these radio buttons part of the same group is the fact that they're all named the same thing. They're all named radio button 2. But for your multi-select checkboxes, the naming doesn't matter since they're all independent of each other. And then finally, for the signature field, let's select our shape, go to type, and then just simply select signature field. And then you see it automatically makes that a signature field. And now to export this, let's go to File, Export, and then your save as type, you want to make sure that it is Adobe PDF Interactive and not print. So choose Interactive and Save, and then you want to make sure that Create Tagged PDF is selected, and then we can just go ahead and export this. And that's how you can easily create an interactive fillable PDF form in InDesign.